Okay. Hello, guys of grade 12, seniors students. Hope you are well. Coming back to you for a new live stream for EmSAT Achieve English 2021-2022. I hope you are well today and just concentrate with me in this video about the components of EmSAT Achieve English for 2021, sections of exam, and all details about that. I will start today in 3 parts. Part 1, I want you to concentrate in part 1 about what is EmSAT English? What is EmSAT English? EmSAT English is a test, a standardized test, mean in a national, a computerized test, means you have to type in your answers about the writing questions. You will not use a handwriting. And the test features you have to know. The test components you have to know, and techniques, strategies of how to answer and what to answer. Let's share with you a new file about the first part is about what is EmSAT. What is EmSAT components? What is EmSAT feature? What is EmSAT style or type? Let's share with you this file. And you have to know what does it mean. Let's go to the file one by one. Now, the EmSAT English Achieve test is divided into multiple sections, actually and exactly 4 sections. Each section is limited individually. I mean, you have a timer, a countdown, so you will see the timer counting down. All the timer are set to be allocated with each type of questions. Each section is timed individually, and when a test takers have used all the allotted time for a section, the responses are saved automatically and they are moved automatically to the next session. So you have to take care of this point and look up in the screen in front of you about your computer to know that you have done or not yet, and what about the time left. The total time for the test is about 125 minutes. Sorry. But candidates can finish as soon as they have answered all questions and all sections. So you can answer before you can finish, wrap up the test, the answers before the test time, and you can answer using the same exact time. In short, total time is 125 minutes, more than two hours, and 110 questions, the overall questions of the EmSAT, within the writing essay, 1 question for the writing essay, 4 sections, grammar, vocabulary, reading, and writing. In this order, by the way. So section 1 is grammar, section 2 is vocabs, section 3 is reading, and section 4 is writing. One question. Multiple choice, or fill in the blanks, or drag and drop, or essay writing, or reading, and sentence. So are multiple choices or fill in the blanks or drag and drop. Drag the answer to the same place or a suitable place and drop it. Essay question, the last section is writing and reading with sentence reorder. These are the types of questions for the whole sections in except writing. What about reading section, guys? You will have in reading section 3 passages. One is a descriptive passage, another one is narrative text, and another one is expository text. Actually, questions gradually go from easiest to hardest. I mean, descriptive text and narrative text are easier than expository text. You will have some questions easier than the other. So take care about the type of the text, and techniques are different from type to another type. That what we will talk to answer exam EmSAT Achieve English of 2019. Real exam of 2019, we will answer with explanation, but this is just like introduction to explain techniques of what to do, what about the test, sections of the test. Okay. Sorry. Questions type is multiple choices. About what? About main ideas. This is the easiest part, so it will be first. About order of events, some hard. About meaning of unfamiliar word, so you will find this one is not very easy, so you have to guess the meaning of the word. You have to look the word after, the word before, the context of the whole sentence, and connect all the meaning with the whole previous sentences in the paragraph to know what does it mean, this word. Okay, tips for reading section, tips to help you about reading section, guidelines and techniques. First, you have to practice reading more and more. So it's not only just to wait for the exam and you do the first for you to do the exam passage. That's wrong. You have to practice from now, and I will send all the description of links that can help you about reading sections, passages, multi-passage. I will do that and I will send it to you. So first point is practice, and you have to read quickly, faster. Don't use word by word in your reading. Don't concentrate about understanding. Number two, read every question before reading the passage. So it means you have to read the question before the passage. When you read the question, get the idea of the question and get the key word or words of the question. Then go back to the test or the passage. Then read the passage faster without concentrating about each word meaning, and looking for the key words and key ideas that you got from the question before. Sorry. Number 4 is about words and key words and key ideas in the question. Look for them carefully, as I told you. If there are questions you cannot answer, hard questions maybe, leave them now and move to the next question, because if you just stay in this hard question, it means you are in a complicated situation and mood, so you will not be okay. So go through the next sections or questions and you can get the question itself again, but keep the number of the question and the place to go back to it at the end if you have time to go back. What about grammar section? Grammar section can be multiple choices, also fill in the blanks, maybe drag and drop, reorder words to form a sentence. These are the types of questions in grammar section. What about the topics? What can I study, Mr. before the exam in the grammar section? How can I help myself? What resources can I get? Topics of grammar section is in front of you now. Agreement between the subject and a verb, idioms, pronouns, intensifiers and quantifiers, articles and determiners, and the prepositions on, from, up, down, behind, next to. Verb forms, I mean about the tenses or verb in the first shape, second shape in the past, and or ing, gerund, and so on. Models can, could, would, shall, should, have, has, had, and so on. For conditionals, if, of all conditionals, if, less, passive, conjunctions, and conjunctions. So you have here topics can help you to study before the study that one by revision, grammar, multiple choices, revision, grammar, multiple choices, revision with. So when you do that, you will find tons of websites can help you free online, and you can get your score at the end or check answers if you're wrong. What also can be multiple choices, fill in the blanks, drag and drop, reorder words to form a sentence too. Sorry. So types of the whole sections till now, from reading to grammar till now in vocabs, are the same types of questions. Multiple choices questions, A, B, C, D, or fill in the blanks, drag and drop, reorder to form a sentence. And the last section is writing. Time of writing is 30 minutes. So 30 minutes to finish your job or task of writing only one. Words is about 250 words or 200. Writing band, you will get a band at the end if your answer is okay. Maybe your answer score is A1 or A2 for beginners, or B1, B2 for intermediate, or C1, C2 for advanced. So C2 in the top of the score in writing, C1 is below the C2 or the top, and it's advanced level. These are just a start of introduction to know what is EmSAT, contents of EmSAT, components of EmSAT, topics of grammar, writing question shape or style. And you have to know that last section is writing and only one question, and you have to write in 30 minutes 200 words or 250 words. And you have to understand the question, and all the questions of EmSAT writing in the last section are about positives and negatives in one topic, or advantages or disadvantages in the same topic. So it means decide, describe, discuss, explain. One of the verbs will be in your question. Hope you understand this part, because next part is about the practical apply for exam 2019 questions and answers. See the next part. I hope you understand the first part, and if you have a question, please guys tell me a question in the first part before we go to a next part. Please go to the first part again, check your understanding and prepare questions, get your questions. Don't worry, I will explain the answer for all you. Again, those who are late for the online stream, we were talking in a summary, we were talking about the introduction for EmSAT Achieve English for sections. Section 1 is grammar and topics of grammar. We gave you a list. Section 2 is vocabs and types of questions about the vocabs are multiple choices, drag and drop, fill in the blanks, reorder a word to make a sentence, and so on. Section 3 is reading, 3 passages. One is descriptive, another is narrative, and they are easier than the last one, which is, yes, expository means talking about a topic, scientific topic or what, not a story. So it's hard somewhat. So you have to know that there are some techniques, what to do. And I taught you 4 points about key points or key ideas for reading. Practice reading before the exam. This is number 1. Tip 2 is read the question before the passage itself and get yourself in the question, pick up, extract from the question keyword and key ideas. Tip 3, look for, when you read the sentences or the passage, read faster, skimming and scanning without concentration. Okay, so please, writing section is the last one. And in writing section, you will have one question, talks about one topic, and this question or this topic will be asking you about the positive and negatives or advantages and disadvantages. And we will see in the next section practical test, I mean a real exam 2019 EmSAT Achieve English. We will have the questions and the answers with explanation. Okay, guys, now I explain for those who are late. If you have a question again, please write it down now and I will answer the question. Hope to see you in the next session. I'm waiting for your answer. Okay, guys, really sorry, I got some messages from you complaining about the lagging voice. So I'm sorry. It was about the mic. I hope it's okay now. I hope it's okay. So what I want to say now is about writing section. Tips for writing section. And I will give you now a model, then I will go to 2019 question of writing for EmSAT exam, Achieve English. Writing section, what problems can students face in writing section for EmSAT? I would say challenge, not a problem. So challenge 1 is understanding the main question itself. Is it a descriptive text? Is it a narrative text? Is it a argumentative text? Is it explanation text or expository text? So this is 1. Challenge 2 is about to start ideas, to get ideas, to invent ideas, because each idea will be 1 paragraph. So I need at least 4 ideas or 3 ideas. Challenge 3 is about the vocabs itself, vivid words, smart words, or just using a traditional language. I went to Dubai, I saw Khalifa Tower, we ate, and so on. I'm sorry. Or just use some new verbs. Instead of saying I went to Dubai, you said I raced to Dubai. Means you are excited when you live into Dubai. You said I raced to Dubai last week, for example. Means I was in a hurry because I didn't go for a long time because of COVID and so on. So raced is better than saying went as a verb and so on. Challenge 4 is about the connection between the ideas itself, or making an outline, a perfect outline. These are, I think, the same and main more for challenge for students of writing section and EmSAT Achieve English. Let's start now with a great question and explanation to you what to do. Simple strategy, a very simple strategy you have to do. It will be easier for all of you, and I'm sure average students or below the level of students will be able to answer the question of writing and passed in the question, sure. Let's go to share this file with you and explaining what is it. Now, what you can see is I'm writing exam practice, and one question in front of you is write 200 to 250 words on the following topic. In most developed countries, people live longer. In most developed countries, people live longer lives. Discuss the positive and negative effects for people living or of people living longer. Means long life. So we have now the text of the question text. Write 200 to 150 words, the amount of words, maximum 250, minimum 200. So you can write 210, 220, 230, 240, 45, 250, but not more. And the question in most, this word, you have to analyze the question. You have 5 minutes to do that. So you have to analyze the question, reading the question, divided it into many sections. Example now in most. Most is adjective, means not all, but so countries, not only one. People of these countries, people of these developed countries, like European countries, like some Asian countries, like some Arab countries, like US country or American people. People of these countries live longer lives, means live a long time. Died after 100 or 110 or 120. Discuss. So when you see the verb discuss, it's a type of the text. Discuss, explain, expose, show, administrate, demonstrate, and so on. If you are asked with one of these verbs, it means expository text. You will have to use grave verbs, great expressions, idioms maybe, attraction in the start of the paragraph, introduction paragraph, so it should be attractive one, and so on. Let's see now. I have also, I'm sorry, I have also positive and negative. Positive and negative means we have advantage and disadvantage. And most sad is always about writing question is always negative. Yes, that's right. or advantage and disadvantage. Let's see the answer now. What to do? What is the plan? You have to finish 2 for the writing. You have to get ideas. You have to put outline. Yes, great plan. Ideas coming from the question itself, from the words. So if you need ideas for the noun or nouns of the noun, for the adjectives of the question or adjectives, list of adjectives. When you do that, you get all or most vocabs can help you to get ideas, to invent ideas. For example, we have a verb like live. People live. Sorry. People live, so the verb is live. Okay, what are synonyms? What are other verbs with the same meaning or close to this meaning? I have survived. I have stay, dwell, exist, abide, last, endure, active, practice, and so on. So you have now synonyms, same meaning of live, to give you ideas, and when you read or write the sentences, you will use different verbs. Go to, for example, the nouns. We have word of noun like people, and live longer means all people. So I put here old. I mean all people, not adjective. When you say old, just old, and capitalized means all people. Patience as a noun, medicine as a noun, exercise as a noun, sport, health, food, snacks, and so on. Okay, Mr. How could you get ideas from these nouns? Okay, look at the word snacks. Snacks, junk food, for example, is not good for health. So you can use one idea like those who didn't live or who don't live long life. One of the reasons is because of eating unhealthy food like snacks or junk food. So an idea from one word. From medicine, you can get an idea too. So like you're gonna talk about, for example, people of old people of long life always use medicine or perfect medicine or clear medicine or perspective medicine made by famous factories or doctors. So this is one of the reasons, for example, an idea for you can talk about. So that's why I ask you to concentrate about the ideas from words. Look at now number 3 for adjectives. For example, we got in the question adjectives as positive and negative. So you can use in positive synonyms as constructive, useful, practical, worthwhile means very good, effective or good. For negative as adjective, you can use a list of adjectives as adverse, unfavorable, deprecating. So deprecating is one of the bad adjective, minus, bad, harmful, dangerous, and so on, resistant, and so on. So you can use these adjectives to help you when you build your sentences with vivid words. So step 1, guys, when you read the question, please get the verb of the main verb of the question or verbs, and try to give yourself a list of other verbs with the same meaning, synonyms, and pick up from the question also noun or nouns, and try to make a list of nouns to help you, and also pick up adjectives and try to make a list of adjectives to help you. So this is step 1 to get ideas. Look at step 2. When you get ideas, arrange them. For me here, ideas I can do in 2 ways.
Idea 1 or introduction for healthy life. I'm talking in general about healthy life, using good food, using medicines, going to doctor checks, check up always about the whole body every 6 months or 3 months, practice sport and so on. So healthy life in general. Idea 2 for a type is about all people. So you will talk about all people. So healthy life in the introduction for general people, for all people, all ages, not only old, young and old. But idea 2 is talking about the old people itself. For example, old people. What about old people in a healthy life? Positives of living long life. So do we have some positives? Yes, we'll talk about that. Positives as extra hobbies, extra friends, family fun or enjoyment, respect from other people. Always people should respect all people and so on. Negatives, opposites of positives. So you can talk about that also in an idea. Or go to the second section. What to do is about idea 1, developed countries. I got developed from the verb developed, sorry, from the adjective developed from the question, developed countries. So I'm talking about developed countries. How could they be developed? Basis or basics of development, shapes, examples, and so on in general, introduction paragraph. Second is about healthcare system. Only I chose from the developing countries only healthcare system. So you can talk about healthcare system as a specific point from developed countries, a strong healthcare, hospitals and so on, a lot of hospitals, good insurance and so on, effective system, and so on. No complaints or few complaints. Idea 3, you can talk about positives for long life, the same as before, or negative for long life. So you have two options to do ideas, but ideas after the way I told you about to get yourself a verb of the question, then a list of other verbs with the synonyms or the same meaning, noun from the question, and a list of nouns can help you with the same meaning. Also, adjective of the question and a list of adjectives can help you in the same meaning. Sorry. Let's go now to the answer itself. But before the answer, you have to know some connection words, a word you can start with, a word in the middle, a word at the end, how to convert from one opinion to another opinion, and so on. I gave you now examples about main and most usable words or phrases. Firstly, if you have a series of actions or incidents, you can say firstly, secondly, thirdly, eventually means finally. Or if you talk about something contrast, opposites, you can say however, what happens, so and so, but however or but. You can say, for instance, instead of saying example, for example, always most students saying for example. No, you can say for instance, the same meaning of for example, or such as, or using word like moreover to talk about in addition or something added more. So moreover or furthermore or in addition. First of all, you can start with in the introduction, first of all, or as well as if you want to repeat something else, or on the other hand. On the other hand, for opposites, you talk, for example, about positives. When you finish positives, you want to talk about negatives, you say on the other hand, or using such as. Okay, what is tip 4? Tip 4 is excellent and amazing. Take care. If you want to complete your essay faster and faster, use this strategy. It's only what, how, why. What, how, why. That's it. What, how, why. WHW. What, how, why. Only what, how, why. Yes, only what, how, why, and in this order. It's not how, why, what, or why, how, what. No, what, how, why. What is what, how, why strategy, mister? Let's go to right. about the same question. I would just remind you about the question itself again. Write 200 words to 250 words on the following topic. In most developed countries, people live longer lived lives. Discuss or explain the positives or negatives effect for people living longer. So this is the question now. Let's go through the steps. Don't forget the style of writing is what, how, why. What, how, why. Let's go to the question. Now the answer I wrote for you. I want to talk about the idea one about developed countries. Idea one on the right here. Just wait. Yes, here. Idea one, developed countries. I want to talk about on the right of your screen now. Developed countries. So I have to say what developed countries. So what? Number one. Developed countries definition are those of high economy to build a strong and connected units. Still what? In US, give me more. What? In US or UK, you may find multi-services and benefits using smoothly all resources. People are affected with that solid economy. How? Now the answer is how. Don't write what and how. I'm just giving it to you as life. Now I'm talking about the main specific topic. All people live longer life more than undeveloped countries people. Most of them live till 90s or even 100. I mean 100 years. Why? Now the answer of why. Why they live a long life, for example. Big economics, for example, big economics and business will lead to strong and fast life. You can get all facilities, that's why, easily. Education, healthcare, entertainment are available smoothly. Now I answer the three questions: what, how, why. Okay. How many words? Now I have to count the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 in each line, and now there are 8.5 lines. Means about 28 words. 28 words in the first paragraph. Look at the second idea, for example. It's about healthcare system. I was talking about all economic countries and strong countries. Now, a point in the strong countries is about healthcare system. First, what is a healthcare system? Then how, then why? Okay, healthcare system is the origin of any country's force. In US, all Americans have to take strong insurance to live safely. How? Insurance system based on reports provides American people with sufficient medicine and medical care. A lot of factories and medical companies give right and delectable doses of patients. Why? All people, now I'm talking about specific point, all people need more care than young. That's why the American medical system is focusing on the old. There are some review reports mentioning the average of 80 years old for the American people. So to reach 90 or 100 years or more in your life means this is now paragraph as a 3 in idea. 3, for example, positives for long life, and another one will be about negative for long life. What positives for long life means what? Long life. So to reach 90, I mean 90 years or 100 years or more in your life means a lot for all people all over the world. How? Most all people get experience and enjoy life if they live longer life. They can easily solve problems because of the great experience that they have for many years. Indeed, they like their lives because they can see a lot of grandsons, granddaughters grown in front of them. Sorry. all their hobbies continue and develop. Their friends list is always bigger. Trips and visits for new places are available. So this is now positives. Talking about negatives, we're using what and how and why. On the other hand, some people think that living a long life will lead you to disastrous feeling and treatment. How? Dangerous disease attack old people more than young. COVID-19 is the recent example for that, when it kills millions of people all over the world. Most of them are old. Why? The immunity system for old people is very poor and weak, so it can't face microbes or bacteria. In addition to that, the bad treatment by some young to their parents lead old people to suicide or living in a miserable life in shelters. Now we finish all the ideas in order using a strategy of what, how, why. What, how, why. To the conclusion now, for me, your opinion, I may choose longer lives for those who live in a connected and developed society, but not for those who are in a miserable society. That's all for today. And this is for section 2 or part 2 in the question in our live stream today. Guys, if you have a question about what to do, what to write, what strategy, about what, how, what, why, strategy, tell me now, please, and I'm waiting for that. Again, for those who are late for the live stream, please check the live stream from the start about the first part, what is EmSAT, and the second part, how to answer writing question. Great, effective strategy is what, how, why, and I gave you example about that. I'm waiting for your questions. If you don't have a question, I will go to the next part or the last part. I mean about the grammar, vocabs, and reading for 2019 EmSAT Achieve English. Please take care and continue with me about the answers, about the questions, about the explanation. Thank you a lot. Waiting for you again. Okay, guys, okay, so now to the third section, because till now I didn't get a question about that. It's okay, it means it's clear for you, but writing section is important, so please go back to writing section and focus on techniques, what to do, and how to write, and how to expand and extend your sentences and expressions using the strategy or techniques of today is what, how, why. Now, section about the grammar section, we will see now exercise and the same questions of 2019 to get closer for the answers. So I want you, I will share with you now. I will share with you one by one, sentences by sentences, and so on, to understand every point in grammar section. So please concentrate with me now about grammar section. Now in front of you, the grammar section. Let's go to number 1. Translation of these books. Space, not accurate. The translation, singular. And these books, plural. Most students can say this point now about these books is plural. That means I have to say are. And that's wrong. It's not okay. It's not right. You have to see the main noun. I have 2 nouns, books, translation. But the question is about books or about the translation of the books? About the translation of the books. So now the main noun is translation, and translation here is a singular. So the answer is yes, B. So the translation of these books is not accurate. That's right. So this is 1. Let's go to, I discussed some Personality, personal, personally, person, issues with my father. Guys, if you want to answer questions at this point in grammar, you have to ask yourself what part of speech I need before you answer, before you see the questions answers or the choices. You have to ask yourself, is it the missing word? Is it active? Sorry, is it adverb, adjective, a verb, a noun, a pronoun? What is it? You have to ask yourself before reading the questions here or the multiple choices. Here I need a noun. Here I need a noun, and the noun is issues. Okay, if I have a noun, that means I need a word before a noun to describe the noun. That means adjective. So the answer should be an adjective. Which one is adjective here? Personality is a noun, personally is adverb, person is a noun, and personal is adjective. So the answer is B. I discussed some personal issues with my father, because I describe the issues as personal. Thank you. I'm sorry. Let's go to number 3. To lose is not the end. You should. Now you should, I have to take a verb, but the verb may be only a verb or just a verb with a sentence, I mean a phrase. So if I have a sentence with the verb, it's one of the two types, maybe a usual sentence or maybe idioms, English idioms. English idioms, that means you have to keep them. It's not just translated. As I told you before, English idiom is different from real meaning in Arabic in your mind. No, you don't have to translate the English idiom word by word, meaning by meaning. No, it has only one general meaning. You have to know. So it is, the answer is after losing at the end. For example, this is not the end after losing something. So you should beat around the bush, cry over spilt milk, feel a bit under the weather, go back to the drawing board. The meaning here is it's not the end. When you lose something, you should what? You should rebuild yourself again. You should go back again. You should plan again. You should replan again. So the answer is something of planning or preparing again to yourself, building again yourself. And this is the answer. Go back to the drawing board is the main answer and suitable for you should. You should go back to the drawing board means you should plan again and prepare yourself for a new challenge. Number 4, some people are honest, comma, space, tell lies. It is not logic to understand that they are only one sentence. No, there are two sentences in one sentence structure. Here some people are honest, comma, tell lies. Honest people cannot tell lies. So this one is another, not some people, other people. So some, you don't know who are they. So some people are honest, others tell lies. Others tell lies. Some people are honest, others tell lies. So there's B. The house I was born. The house is a noun and it's a place. If you have a place in the middle of a sentence, you have to follow this with yes, where the relative pronoun for place. Where this is the house where I was born. If you ask a place, you use where. So the place house. So this is the house where I was born. This is the where I learn. The if you use another like an here the answer is who. If you use a time, the answer is when I was born. He's strong. Left heavy box. He's strong enough to lift that heavy box, but not much. Strong enough. Strong is adjective followed by enough. because I have two, enough two. If you have two, it's enough. Okay, so he's strong enough to, and followed by infinitive, left or go or speak or write and so on. He type in letters since morning. In each question you have a keyword or keywords. Our keyword here is since. Since is a keyword. Why since is a keyword? Because it's related to present perfect or present perfect continuous. I mean present perfect is has or have and followed by the past participle. But for continuous means has been plus ing, has been plus ing. And this is the answer because I don't have has alone here except one. So the answer is she has been typing letters since morning. So why I choose has been? Because of since. If you have since, the answer is has or have. Okay, number 8. Don't touch these paintings. They're very... Okay, don't touch anything means it's dangerous or it's important. If it's special or important means it's valuable. So the answer is valuable. Because it's valuable, don't touch these paintings. So the answer is A. 9. The official show that 10%, a number here, 10% of students are unhealthy. So the official what? Official is adjective, so I need a noun here. All of them are nouns, so what can I choose? Okay, there are some other keywords. Yes, 10%. 10% is a number. And mathematics and statistics. So I have to choose here a word with the meaning of mathematics. It's statistics. Yes, the answer is D. Perfect. The official statistics show that 10% of students are unhealthy. Now, second type in grammar is about rearrange, order, reorder, a word by word to make a sentence. My father, and I have was gift a free by the gift offered. Okay, my father is a subject, so you need a verb. Okay, a verb means my father was offered, because it's a verb, was offered. So number 1 is was, number 2 is offered. My father, a verb, was offered a free, adjective before noun. My father was offered a free gift, a free gift by the gift. Huh? What does it mean? Gift, second one, means a talent, by his talent, because he's a talented. So the gift means a talent here. And the gift number 1 that he was offered is means a present, something you buy to give another one, a present in birthday, a gift in a wedding party, and so on. So my father was offered a free gift by the gift. I mean by the talent, by his talent. Number 2, I have here coffee is parts, many, popular, in, very, the, word of. So coffee is popular. We have very, so very popular, very famous. So coffee is very popular in many parts of the world. Right. Coffee is very popular in many parts of the world. Coffee is very popular, very famous, very known in many parts of the world. That's correct. Last one. Last one in the reorder sentences. Her, station, met, night, at, the, last. And we have a subject we. We we need a verb. After the subject is a verb. Where is the verb? It's met. Okay, we met. When you meet, that means you meet someone. Okay, we met. We met who? We met her. Okay, we met her when? We met her. Yes, we met her at, yes, the station is a place last night. Again, we need a verb, met someone, her, at the station last night. That's correct. Let's go. He talked on the phone. Good news, he shouted. He talked on the phone. Good news, he shouted. Good news. Oh, okay, that's good. So when he says good news and shouted, means he was what? He was excitedly. Perfect, that's right. He was excitedly. Good news, excited one. Perfect. Number 14, all students should keep their desks space. Okay, the last word should be adjective or adverb. All students should keep their desks fortunate, dull, age, or neat. Neat, clean means neat, clean, and tie-dye. That's right. Perfect. So the answer is neat. Next, the mother cut the cake into 6 slices. The mother cut the cake into 6 slices. Okay, questions? If you have a question, just write it, guys. The mother cut the cake into 6 slices. 6 what? 6 equal slices. It's not about private slices. It's not about more or sudden. The mother cut the cake into 6 equal slices. It is not possible to reach, but we still can improve. It is not possible to reach perfection. Yes. It is not possible to be 100%. 100% means perfection. But we still can improve to be close to perfection, but not perfection. Perfection is only for the God. So it is not possible to reach perfection, but we still can improve. 17, the earthquake. Much destruction. And we have a phrasal verb, verb plus preposition. So what does it mean? Brought about, brought down, brought up, brought for. The answer is brought about. Why? Because it means cause. The earthquake caused much destruction. The earthquake caused much destruction. Caused meaning of brought about. That's right. Thank you. Now 18. Ali is wise. Ali is wise, smart, and careful. He always, when he's asked, when someone asks Ali, he is always wise, smart, and careful. So we need here something like, makes a long story short, when he's asked, no. Let's see the cat out of the bag? No. Let's see the sleeping dogs lie? No, we don't want a word lie here. It's idiom, yes, but no. Hits the nail on the head? Yes. Hits the nail on the head means concentrate about the answers and answers well. When he's asked, he answers well. That's perfect. So the last one is idioms. Hits the nail on the head when someone asked you a question and you answered very well. No need to expand the answer, no need to add more answers. Your answer is perfect and complete. So means you hit the nail on the head. You hit the nail on the head. Okay. 19, all teachers should be sure of Learning in class should ensure learning, should activate learning in class. Which one is active learning? Because I want to describe, and this is adjective, describe the learning as a noun, because learning now is active. All teachers should ensure active learning inside the class. Employers usually get their salaries on a monthly, yes, a monthly base, a noun. Monthly is adjective, and I need after the adjective a noun, so monthly base. Employers usually get their salaries on a monthly base, on a level, a limit of number, amount number, specific number means base. Now, the last one is 21. I must have my house by the end of this month. Guys, the type of this sentence is always in the EmSAT English grammar section. I must have, and followed by noun, have followed by noun, the answer should be ed or past participle. Again, if you have, then a noun means the next is a verb in the third shape or past participle. I must have my house painted. I must have my house painted. I must have my hair cut. So cut is a verb in the past participle. So the answer is painted too. Now I have done this section now with you, a grammar. If you still have a question or you don't understand a point, please chat with me now. Write what you want, and I will answer your questions gradually, one by one, or repeat the main point in another way to be reachable and easy to be got with you. Now, we have done the section of grammar, and I hope you understand the 3 parts of today's revision. Thank you for watching and listening. I hope you to share this video with your friends out of the schools, in another schools, to get benefits for them if you like your friends. And be careful. Check again the sentences inside the grammar section, and also go back to revise all the parts of this video one by one before the real exam of next. Hope you understand today, guys. Hope I cover all points or most of the points of EmSAT exam, achieve English, I mean, and you got all the details today in easy way, and I hope I was lucky today to explain well for you all of these points. Thank you guys for listening, for watching, for concentrating, for preparing yourself before the video live stream, and also for cooperation today to get knowledge. And I hope you send in any question again to my main email that you know, and also here online before we leave. I'm waiting now for you to write any question. Thank you again and again and again. I hope to see you next time for a new revision with new styles of techniques and answers. Thank you. Hope